Welcome back to the darkness. We have missed you so. Gather, children, for a tale of dungeons and douchebags. Presenting first our cast of characters. Ileana, the half-elf paladin.
I'll do my best to fight alongside you.
Thalia, the wood-elf druid.
I don't know if we can trust them.
Ava, the turtle monk.
Oh, good. You're an idiot.
Lucian, the high-elf cleric.
Life is so short. What's the shame in having a little fun?
And Mask, the Azimar rogue.
You must think you're quite clever. Let me assure you, you are not.
A group of perfect strangers, gathered together to fight against the encroaching death curse looming over the Forgotten Realms. In the course of their adventures, they struggled mightily, learned more about themselves, and grew into a family. But like every family, they had their spats. Yet whatever darkness has driven a wedge into the party is nothing compared to the darkness within Chult. For beneath the lost city of Omu lies a tomb of darkness and despair, from which no soul can escape. And yet our heroes come to brave it, if they don't kill each other first. Let them try, for none will survive the Tomb of Annihilation. Last time on Dungeons and Douchebags, Tomb of Annihilation. Asaka explained that a close friend of hers had his husband picked up on trumped-up charges and was thrown into Executioner's Run, a gambling ring where Chultans ran for their life from man-eating dinosaurs. In exchange for ensuring that a friend's husband survived the run, our heroes would get paid. There were several close calls, but eventually he climbed safely out. Although in the process they made it very obvious there was interference going on. This did not pass by the watchful eyes of Kalahu, a bookie who took bets at Executioner's Run, and was determined to make up something from all the missed bets going on. Showing up to confront the heroes at the Thundering Lizard, and making not-so-veiled threats, especially about Ava's girlfriend, Mia. She tasked them with retrieving a large sum of money from a man known as Taban, a Chultan gladiator who refused to pay up on all the bets he had lost. Going to the docks to confront him, our heroes hatched an epic plan that included Ileana getting in her fancy dress and riding Thalia, who turned into a bear. But in the end, it devolved into combat anyway, because Taban was a fighter at heart. After a long and, I was going to say glorious battle, but everyone was struggling to hit everyone else. After a battle, Taban eventually gave up and handed over the money he owed, but then swore loyalty to the party, saying he would accompany them on their travels to try and regain his honor. And better yet, for no fee. The money was returned to Kalahu, who nodded and said that the debt, so to speak, was clear for our heroes, and made it clear that they should not try to meddle with her affairs again. And nothing else weird happened during that last session. What? What do you mean there was a different dungeon master? I swear, humans look exactly the same to me. You'd swear I'd be able to tell the difference at some point, but apparently no. What business will our heroes have in Port Nyanzaru to wrap up before they head into the jungle? Will Taban prove a useful adversary, or at least more competent than he did in that battle? And will the actual DM be around this time, or are the gods of power going to knock him out of the equation for a few hours again? Find out on tonight's episode of Dungeons and Douchebags, Tomb of Annihilation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Dungeons and Douchebags, Tomb of Annihilation. I am your Dungeon Master, Xander, and joining me tonight are my good friends over from Internet Remix. We have the illustrious Alex Beckham.
We recruited M'Baku.
The incomparable Atwis.
I fucks with M'Baku.
The unquenchable Uprising.
Ew! What? I'm not thirsty.
I meant that it's kind of like you're on fire, but sure, like you're spicy, you know. Moving on. I'm running out of adjectives. We have the I don't want. I was gonna say asinine, but that's mean, and that's not true to anyone here. There's just words popping into my head. I'm gonna open a book and pick a random adjective that I see. The nervous Cammy.
Yeah, honey, I think you're doing some Freudian projection.
I just wanted to say hi. I'm sorry.
And lastly, the sweltering Kristen.
No, I'm not. It's fucking cold.
I know. My adjectives. They're out the window.
Saying you're smoking hot.
Saying you're smoking.
I'm not.
In the words of our Lord and Savior Jim Carrey in The Mask, smoking.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
And just like that, it was over.
And good night, everybody. Have a safe ride home.
Cannibal Conspiracy.
Cannibal Conspiracy 2 Electric Boogaloo coming to a streaming platform near you this summer.
Wow.
Cannibal Conspiracy 2, more cannibals, less conspiracies. Or Cannibal Conspiracy 2, cannibals. Always gotta go with the plural.
Conspiracy 2, Cannibal Harder.
Yeah, Cannibal Harder.
There we go. Cannibal Conspiracy 2, many cannibals.
Yes, too many cannibals. The Cannibal Conspiracy sequel. Anyway.
Cannibal Conspiracy 2, this time it's cannibal.
Cannibal.
2 Cannibal, 2 Conspiracy.
Cannibal Conspiracy 2, the squeakquel.
Cannibal Conspiracy 2, the squeakquelining.
The squeakquelining. Yes, anyway. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our stream tonight. We are going to pick up where Alex left off last week because he was very kind to DM for me when my power was out. And did a magnificent job in doing so. So, thank you, Alex. Yay! So you guys have just recruited what is essentially Fantasy M'Baku. So your roster currently contains Fantasy Larry and Fantasy M'Baku.
We are doing a fantasy bachelorette. I knew it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, no, not like this.
Larry. Anyway, so yes, you guys are currently outside the Thundering Lizard Tavern on just outside of kind of the red market of Port Nyanzaru. Still relatively early, so the day is yours. This is the part of the game where the text appears that says, Taban has joined your party. And his sprite melds into your sprite because you don't have the programming power to have multiple sprites running on the screen together. Yeah.
What console is this running on?
N64, and you did not blow on the cartridge.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
So-
there's no save points. Oh, God.
No, there's not. This is a permadeath game. Well, this is, or rather say this, it's a roguelike adventure RPG. So, I ask you again. What are you gonna do today?
If we were at the port, I feel like it would have been kind of okay to run back and check on the sailboat that we're getting.
Well, that sailboat is the one that Fantasy Larry is bequeathing you. That's not going to arrive for another 8 days.
Oh, okay. We have plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. So Liana would let them know too that they have like, well, the sailboat or the boat that we're supposed to be getting isn't going to be here for another 8 days. So if we can resupply, maybe take a few days of rest, and then we'll be able to have the boat and make it around a lot easier.
That sounds fine, but isn't time sort of an issue here?
Meanwhile, in the Merchant Prince Villa of Wakongo Otamu, Syndra Sylvain coughs up a lung.
Resupplying is all well and good, but I'm kind of broke. I want to make some money so I can buy things so I don't die in the jungle. So I'll try to do that with my talents. Talents being magic. And healing.
Not a bad idea.
You have both Taban and Azaka looking at you with wiggling eyebrows.
Magic and healing and talents.
And Taban is like, you know, I know a few places you could put that to use, and I happen to be in debt to only 2 of them.
How badly in debt?
He just kind of like waves his hands like, hey, do not worry
Good.
about that. It is, no problem.
Good to know. I'll pretend to have never met you in my entire life, and
That
I
is
will
how
never
most
mention
of
your
my friends start.
I see. That's how most friendships start in general, with, you know, not having met. At any rate.
Wow, what a catch. Are you gonna make money by telling jokes?
I can make money by doing other things.
Taban points to himself and goes, who, me?
No, not you. I wasn't even looking at you.
Are you sure? And he like just flexes just a bit.
Thalia just stares at him completely deadpan.
He does
Yes.
he does the Terry Crews peck twitch, the alternating peck twitch. You know what, just pause. Everyone just picture Taban as Terry Crews from now on. Your life will be better
Oh,
for
God
it.
damn it.
Okay. Acceptable.
Mental headcanon, just gladiator Terry Crews, kind of with a bit of M'Baku beard going on.
Sure.
Might as well.
Alright.
She stares at him completely deadpan. No.
So.
Yeah, I think money and resupplying is the way to go. Admittedly, I'm kinda at a loss at the moment, because apparently books just aren't selling. Shrug.
Well, I don't know how people make money. I haven't had a use for it for decades.
Oh,
How
When
exactly
me-
did Mask make money? Last time he was in Science
Oh,
Army?
that's a great question. Yeah, how did he do that again?
Yeah, I know I just said he did a bunch of odd jobs around town, and then
Yeah.
he got some money from it.
He got some money for it. Yeah, I mean, I consider that that's a downtime activity, which takes like a week, which is like a week is like equivalent to 10 days in the Forgotten Realms, or just a period of time. So I mean, if you that is just to break down how, you know, we may have gone on this before. I'll recap it again just so everyone's on the same page. There are a number of activities you can do over the course of a stretch of days, mechanically referred to as downtime. Some of these things involve finding information, stuff like that, or some of it's just like, oh, I'm going to spend a few days carousing around, or trying to do odd jobs to make money, in which case there are roles involved. So downtime is always a really good idea if you want to, like, indulge yourself in any projects that take multiple days, or just kind of search for information, stuff like that. So that's kind of up to you. If you guys are thinking you want to devote some time, some more days in the city, you got this boat that's coming in 8 days. Just for clarification, not that this is metagaming. I wouldn't fault you guys for this as metagaming. It would have been made pretty clear that the ship will be brought to harbor and will then be put under the harbor master's supervision until you claim it, but it does belong to you. You could claim it on the day that it is delivered, or it'll still be here when you come back. So keep that in mind. If it's not like if you're not here to pick up the delivery, you lose the ship. That's not what's going to happen.
Okay. Cool.
So, if I recall correctly, the ship came with a crew, right?
It is just the ship.
Just the ship, okay.
Just the ship. You can hire crew.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a thing called hirelings. You're able to hire people who are able to sail ships.
Okay. Thank you. That's kind of important. Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just for the record, if you guys are thinking about doing some downtime, these past couple days where you guys have been recovering has technically been downtime, but not like official downtime. You can craft items. You can even indulge in crime if you wanted to. You can gamble. You can pit fight. You can relax. You can do religious services. You can research things. You can scribe scrolls and sell magic items. Train in new things to gain proficiencies, and even just work. Work to earn a living. Stuff like that. Stuff to consider.
I'm up for some downtime because money is good for going into jungle. I want.
Yeah.
And
At the very least, we need more bug repellent.
yeah, and downtime is very much it's very simplified. It's kept to a few rolls depending on how much time you're spending on it, and then it's resolved.
Okay.
So it's not like we're dedicating like half the session to doing downtime. It is pretty cut and dry, simple. You state your intention, and we can do that. I prefer if downtime is usually stated towards the end of an episode, but I can easily work with it at the beginning because it's pretty quick. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Mike. Well, given that we really need bug repellent and stuff, I guess I'll have Ava do some odd job. She and Mia do that if the book's selling thing isn't working out very well. And apparently things are just not selling right. So fuck it.
Mm-hmm. So you want to spend some downtime doing some odd jobs.
Yeah.
Is the group consensus to do some downtime?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so,
that's
yeah.
fair.
Since
Yeah.
these guys need money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mask keep the fact that he has money to himself.
cool. So, I'm gonna go around. I'll ask you all what downtime you want to involve yourself in, and we'll go down the list resolving the downtime. So, Ava, you're gonna be just doing odd jobs. You're gonna doing work, an honest trade to earn a living. Great. Mask, what do you want to do?
Can you come back to me as I look up what I
Sure.
want to do? Because I've
Absolutely. Absolutely. Lucian, do you want to do anything?
Yes, I would like to offer my services, religious services, in return for coin throughout the city, and by that I mean like I can heal and things like
Sure.
that.
So the religious service downtime activity, basically, you don't need to expend any money on this activity. After one work week, which is 5. Wait, no, a work week is 5 days. Out of the, a work week is 5 days. You'll make a check, and you earn these things called favors. Religious services grant the downtime grants you favors. And if you're more interested in coin, I'll break these down a little bit more for you in a second. Then we would qualify that as work. But if you want to do the religious service downtime, you gain these things called favors. And in broad terms, this is kind of a promise of assistance from a temple representative. You can use those favors to like gain support or reduce the cost of clerical spellcasting services. You can also actually spend these on like deity intervention, such as like visions or minor miracles at a key moment. So that's up to you if you want to earn coin or favors. I would allow these favors to be applied to like, oh hey, we're mounting an expedition, and a favor would come in, some extra supplies without spending coin, just spending favors. So that is up to you. Whereas work will just give you coin.
Honestly, I'll probably go for the work option.
Great, good to know. Okay, Thalia, you want to do anything?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it simple for the most part and also just do work. But I'm thinking, since she's a druid and can, like, manipulate plants and shit, maybe she'll try to work for, like, the rich people, like, tend to their gardens and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Make them real nice.
So honest work. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Alright, I dig it. Ilyana, do you want to do anything over the course of some downtime?
Ileana might go find a place to like practice her sword fighting.
Sorry, repeat that a little bit louder.
To practice her sword fighting, she needs to get better. She needs to get good.
Sure. So just, are you looking to have somebody actually help you, or just more so like montage of her standing on a hill doing maneuvers?
Montage on a hill doing maneuvers.
Okay, so that's not, so good news. That's not a downtime activity. That's just a good narrative sequence. So you're good. So yeah, over the course of the 5 days, you stand on a hill and dramatically do maneuvers, and you look cool doing it.
God.
Cool. All right, Mask. Have you thought of what you want to do?
Having looked over the stuff and found that crime is pretty dumb and not really in character for the rogue, believe it or not, I think he's just gonna do an honest job.
Yeah?
Oh!
Great, I love it, I dig it. What is this honest job he's going to do?
Well, he's pretty nimble, so probably like window washing at least, or something like that. Getting up to high places and cleaning the shit out of them.
I dig it, I dig it.
Mask and Thalia are just clean and making shit nice.
Okay, so everyone's working. I love it. Okay, cool.
Everyone getting that money.
Get that money.
So everyone is working with the exception of Ilyana, who is standing dramatically on a hill. Great. Which I love. It's awesome. So Ilyana will be doing that. Thalia, what kind of you're tending a garden, you said? Is that what I heard? Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool. Lucian, you're doing religious services. More so like more so just helping with, you know, the temples and earning coin while doing so. And as considered work. Mask is also doing work, cleaning windows. Ava, what kind of work are you doing? Any specific job you have in mind? Or just, hey, I'm running my store?
I mean, I guess sorry, I'm very tired in my brain.
No worries.
Very well. I guess actually she's probably just going around like kind of helping to build stuff, or you know, like helping with building things, or like just helping.
Yeah, sure.
Just it's like, you know, if selling books isn't out, so
great. What tools do you have? Like,
actually, wait. I have calligraphy tools. I help with maps and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. You can
help with
work
that.
with maps. So
yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna go down the table as our week montage begins. The next 5 days, the group is spending their time indulging in various activities to begin getting funds to pay for the next stretch of their expedition into the jungles of Chult. So, intercut with helicopter panning sequences of Ilyana swishing her sword around on a hill, hair billowing dramatically. It's like a Rey Last Jedi sequence kind of thing. Pretty badass. It looks awesome. Meanwhile, so Ava, I would like you to make roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier with your proficiency modifier.
Okay. Oh wait, add my intelligence modifier with my proficiency. Jesus. Okay. Okay, it's a 6 plus oh man, plus proficiency.
Yeah, plus intelligence plus proficiency.
Proficiency and what?
Your
Sorry.
intelligence modifier.
Oh, that's a 0.
So plus proficiency.
Wait, I've got calligraphy tools, and they say the attribute's supposed to be wisdom, not.
It's tool checks can change.
Mm.
And in the circumstances of work, it's intelligence.
Okay.
So what's the 6 plus your proficiency modifier?
It's 0.
No.
Sorry.
Your proficiency modifier. That's that's near the top of your character sheet. That's what you. That's like it should be like a plus.
Oh,
3.
that thing that I've never looked at before in my life.
Yeah, that thing.
Cool. It's a 9.
Hey, a 9. Okay, cool. Well, I'll circle back to that. Mask, you're washing windows?
Yes.
For this, make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Acrobatics is up here. Come on.
Not bad. Not bad. 14. Okay, cool. Lucian, I want you to make me a performance check.
Laughs in, I'm not spec to that. Excellent.
Okay. Thalia, I would like you to make... what tools are you proficient in?
Well,
Thalia?
I don't have anything written down, so...
Okay. You should be proficient in something, I think. Or maybe your background, you don't have anything. What's your background?
You know?
You never give yourself a character background?
No, I did. Oh, Outlander.
That's fine.
I'm an
Okay,
Outlander.
Outlander. Okay, cool. Let me double check see what Outlanders get. Outlanders, they...
I have a javelin? How have I had that?
Crazy what happens when you look at your character sheet. You have, oh yeah, you're proficient with only a musical instrument. That's great. Then in this case...
I can use it to grow.
I will honestly say, I will let your music magically influence the growth and health of plants. So roll a d20, add your charisma modifier plus your proficiency modifier.
Shit, my charisma mod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you trying to be charismatic when working?
Just in case. I create Teldrassil.
You create just Teldrassil. There's a whole new district of the city, just a giant fucking tree city that just grows over the course of the next 5 days. So,
I can't believe that Thalia is Totoro.
Thalia creates an entire new district.
Maz walks over, sees that there are a bunch of new trees, shrugs, uses them to get up the
yeah,
windows and climb them.
just fucking swinging branch to branch, just wiping windows and cleaning them. Yeah, okay, cool. That's a thing that just happened.
Yeah,
so,
I birthed the Teldrassil.
You birthed the Teldrassil. So, Ava and Lucian, you guys' work doesn't go super well. So, for let's see, this is 5 days. So each of you earn about 10 silver pieces. Between each of you gets 10 silver pieces. Yeah, it's not super great. But yeah, could be worse. Mask, you do pretty all right for yourself. Nothing that impressive. You get 5 gold pieces from washing windows over the course of 5 days.
Cool.
Yeah. However, coming in real strong, Thalia, you with your music and your instrument. What instrument do you play again?
The pan flute.
Yeah, just blowing on the pan pipes, right in the waves. You just go place to place and just play sweet music while druid crafting and using just the connection you have with nature to just bolster the plants. You become very popular with many of the wealthier citizens of Port Nyanzaru. Even a couple of the merchant princes actually end up throwing some coin your way. You make 35 gold pieces for the week.
Nice.
Jesus!
Damn!
Hey, man. I can't explain my greatness.
I can.
You don't
Thalia
have
Bear.
to. Hey, Thalia Bear!
Thalia Bear is great.
We
Thalia Bear.
stand Thalia Bear.
Oh my god, guys, I have 69 gold pieces.
Nice!
Nice.
So that's that work week of working in a nutshell. You guys perform some tasks around the city, get some money.
Really quick, sorry, Xander. People can't see the rolls on the side of the screen.
Is that right? Well, now they can. Fixed. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Cool. So, what do you guys want to do after that? You got 3 more days before the ship arrives. The ship is delivered, rather, should I say.
I mean, is it even worth waiting for the ship? Are we going to sail around the entire continent? What is our plan for going
Can
back
we see
into
the world
jungle?
map?
Absolutely. Move over to the Chult world map.
Watch those hexes fill
Watch
on
those
in.
hexes fill on in.
Quickly, look at the map before the hexes fill in.
It's blurred,
God.
you can't!
No!
Curse you, JPEGs!
Yeah, so, you guys are currently at Port Nyanzaru, as you know. What you guys have talked about thus far was that you would, on your next outing into the jungle, you would probably be moving down the river Ocean Star, to get kind of back towards that swamp and then proceed from there. Kind of what was discussed. So, you guys pull out your map of Chilton, check it out.
So, I mean, the river does go really far.
Yeah, we do have we have the ship that Ava has.
Yeah, we have the folding boat already.
Yeah,
we have folding boat, so folding boat should be fine for now. I feel like at least when the ship gets here, at least have some supplies on it.
Yeah.
So
ship will be great for when we want to get the fuck off of Cholt.
Yeah.
Okay. When we want to fucking leave.
Yeah.
So
Isn't
I
there
think
some
that's just
sort-
like our
Go ahead.
getaway, essentially.
I mean, it might be useful if we want to go around the continent slightly faster instead of cutting through, but isn't there that dragon turtle that I remember hearing something about that in the streets. What?
Yes, there's the dragon turtle. Yeah. I do not okay, so the dragon turtle thing with the dragon turtle. If you don't hand over like half of what you've got on you to the dragon turtle, then the dragon turtle will wreck you and your ship.
Well, worst case, if we really don't need the ship and you guys really don't want to keep it, we could just sell the ship when it arrives.
It would be nice to have a ship to go back to, you know, a place that is more temperate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's not that the ship is, it's useful, it's just not, it just may not be useful for, our particularly landlocked adventure.
Right.
We will have use for it later.
Yeah.
Ileana kind of freaks out, she's like, okay.
I
know.
mean, it's better than not having a boat.
Yeah, no, it's still very useful.
Having a sailing ship is definitely, yes, it's great. Thank you very much. It was very, Lucian tries to find words. He can't really find any. Fuck. I'm
He's
not
trying
good at
to
this.
compare
It was very forward-thinking of you.
Ava gives a thumbs up. Good
Thumbs up
word
back.
choice. You did it.
Oh my god.
Thanks, I
Ileana
hate
gives a
this.
small smile and nods.
Oh.
He's doing his best.
He's doing his best.
It's not much. Alright, so I guess we want to get supplies and head back out, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, where do we want to go once we get to the swamp after the Ocean Star? Are we going to try and go straight for Uru, or...?
I don't think that would be wise. Yeah.
Why not?
Come on, it's endgame.
What's
I have...
endgame?
Given how much we got knocked around by other things in the jungle, like, that woman who stole our map is probably gonna be an Omu, and she kicked our ass.
Well, and it wasn't just Valindra either. Didn't she have a bunch of other people with her also looking for Omo, and they're probably all liches as well?
Yeah, like I... At the
Ileana
very
looks like
least-
she's like freaking. She's kind of like like she's stiffening up a lot. Like, oh no.
Like, I want to get to Omu as soon as we can, but, you know, it's not very, you know, we're not gonna...
If the are there, then she's gonna sit there, but you don't, but my...
Finish Yes, Ileana?
My dad's also there!
Huh?
If you're saying there are liches and everything, where he is, then he might need help.
Liana, what are we realistically going to be able to do against people like Belindra? Just think about it.
Ileana's just looking at him like, that's your brother though, aren't you worried about him?
My brother is the squirrely sort. He'll get out of trouble as easily as he gets into it.
Listen, I want to get to Omu as soon as we can. I want to find that soulmonger. My girlfriend is still dying. I'm not having a great time. But it wouldn't do her any good for me to run to where I think help is and then get killed. Congrats, not only did I not succeed in stopping the death curse, I am also dead. I don't think it would hurt for us to, you know, look for more information, see if we can get more supplies.
Maybe we should go to, oh, what's the name? The Shilku, was it? Down south? There is an outpost there. Maybe they'd have more information about the area that is closer to Omu than Port Ninezaru is, that's for sure. It might be worth our while.
Ava, make a history check.
Make a history check? Hang on, I always have to close my thing because I don't have much space on my screen. There is history. I am blind. There is history.
You know that Shilku is an abandoned ruin. Was once a tree. It is abandoned. You guys had received a mission from Liara Porter to survey it for a week, but it is abandoned.
Well then.
Well, I wonder if it would be... We could take, this river and kind of go back to where we were. Or we could use Ileana's ship and we could go around the continent and try coming from a different angle.
So if we just go by the coast, would we have to worry about the dragon turtle? What was its name? Aramag?
Yeah. Actually, I think once we leave the bay, actually, yes, we would have to deal with the turtle again. I am not thrilled about the idea of sailing. Because, yeah, we'd have to give him, I can't remember if it's half our money or just half of our shit entirely, but...
It's not half, but
it's a lot. I'm not too eager to, now that I think about it. Sorry, I'm just that was a really out of character thing for Ava to suggest. Fuck.
It's one of those days.
I'm fuck.
Might as well go through the jungle. Maybe I'll get to kill more ghouls on the way.
Yeah.
And Azaka, who's been standing off to the side, arms crossed, leaning up against one of the nearby kind of warehouses you guys are clustered around, just kind of cranes her head, looks at the map, nods, and she just says, "And if we are lucky, we will kill some boars."
Yes, if we are lucky.
Besides,
God, no, we haven't killed enough.
She kind of pushes her. She kind of pushes herself off the building a little bit and just walks over to you guys in this stretch. Then just kind of rolls her shoulders as she looks down at the map. Besides, the River Tariki, it's a lot. Well, no, sorry, the River Soshenstar, a lot calmer than the Tariki, so we should have a much easier time if we decide to one.
I do think it would be better not to bring the nice boat that we're getting in a few days.
Oh, of course not.
Partially
It would not fit. It would not fit on the river.
Well, yeah, but even if we did go around, not on the river, I don't think, because my concern is that we won't have a place to put it.
Well, we have my boat that folds up.
Oh,
yeah,
no. Well, we don't have to claim the boat right away. The harbor master will keep it. from what I understand.
Right. And as long as we come back for it, then it should be there for us.
Should be.
Besides, I am a jungle guide. Not very familiar with ocean.
Yeah.
Me too. So
This all sounds like a very roundabout way of saying that our best and probably only option is to go down the river.
yes.
So, good night, Ocean Star, Tariki. We've been down to Tariki, and I would not be opposed to a change of scenery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll give that a shot then.
She kind of like points on the map and she says, "Okay, I'm not too familiar with this Camp Righteous. Most of my knowledge of the jungle is from the side east of the Tariki, but could stop by there. Maybe at least it'd be a place to park the boat for the night and camp. Don't know what Camp Vengeance is. I think I've heard of it, but not entirely sure. Either way, we got to go.
History check.
Make a history check.
Yeah. God damn it.
Boop.
10.
I accidentally rolled with advantage. Can I re-roll normal?
No, well, it'll take the first roll on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, 10. You're not too sure. You don't know. But Ava, you can also go for it if you want.
Boop.
You've heard of it? It is a military outpost for the Order of the Gauntlet. And it's an outpost. So they're kind of like a militaristic force fighting the undead. You've never been there. You know nothing else other than that. Oh, hey, it's a military outpost.
Yep. Well, if they're out there fighting the undead, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to check in. We're also kind of fighting the undead, sort of, except for Lucian, who is definitely fighting the undead.
I relish fighting the undead.
You're so good at it.
Then maybe these people will be right up your alley.
Yeah.
It would be good to get some more allies if the situation permits.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's check it out then.
Go on. When do we want to head out? Need a day to get the supplies, or are we spending more time here at Nine Zaru?
I know we need to get supplies, because we at least need bug repellent.
At least.
Yes. Other than that, I don't...
Well, in that case, I think that you got to buy a few things, and just, well, you know where to find me, so just let me know when we're setting off, I guess. If there's anything you need from me to help out with, she, like, cracks her knuckles, just let me know.
Thanks, Azaka.
He walks off.
Well then, I think that the best thing we can do is get bug repellent and healing items. And not just health potions or anything like that, but like disease curing, status effect curing stuff.
I mean, I can help with diseases, but anything more than just your average run-of-the-mill disease is probably going to be really expensive from what I recall last time we looked at potions.
That's true.
Most likely.
And, I can't really afford things. Should have gone into the other services. Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, it really depends on the price.
Well,
I did earn a good amount of money, but I don't want to spend it without thinking.
of course. Well, right. Rations, bug repellent, and whatever else catches our eye, I guess.
Yeah.
Do we even need rations, though?
No, because we have Boar forever.
Boar forever, Goodberry forever.
Even though she's walked a good, like, 100 feet from you guys, you can just look over and you see Azaka just double fist the air and just go, "Boar forever!"
Does she not like cross her hands over her chest? Born forever!
But forever!
I can also just create food and water now, as long as I'm not too tuckered out.
And if we really
And even
need
if
to, we can find
he
something
can't.
that can purify it.
Well, in that case, it sounds like really most bug repellent, and it wouldn't hurt to check out other stuff, but I can't guarantee we're going to be able to afford it.
Alright, sounds good. Off to the
Yep.
mark. Yes.
Let's check it out.
Cool.
So, shopping episode. So you guys shopping! You guys will go. You guys will go to the Grand Souk, the massive tent market, to purchase your goods. It sounds like you primarily want insect repellent. And just to gloss over this real quick, insect repellent comes in a block of incense, or a salve, a gourd of salve that you rub on yourself. The block of incense costs a silver. It burns for 8 hours, and it's like a 20-foot rate. It's like a bug repelling tiki torch. Like it's a nice little space floating down the river. You just plunk a couple of those down.
How many times do you get to burn it?
Each block it lasts for 8 hours each. The total burn time.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it can burn for 1 day of complete travel.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas the gourd of salve, which is a bit more pricey, has 20 applications. 1 application needed per day.
Yeah, how much is the gourd?
The gourd is 1 gold per gourd.
Okay.
I
So,
actually still have some left over from my gourd.
this is kind of frustrating. I remember, like,
Oh, you cut out, Kristen.
Port Nyan. Oh, cool, great, awesome. I remember having some money left over when we left Port Nyanzaru, and I also remember there not being little coin things when we first started, and for whatever reason, coin thingies happened, all of the numbers in my money thing seemed to have vanished. And I don't understand why, because I don't think I spent that.
Wait, let me take a look. Look into your character sheet for you.
I'm like, because what I'm looking at, I don't have anything, and that seemed... Except for, like, the 10 silver I just got, and that seems weird.
Do you recall
Yeah.
can you at least ballpark the
No.
number? No? Okay.
I mean, we haven't spent money in, like, a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it helps, it kept my numbers, and I was left with 34 gold. So
I wouldn't... I know
22.
Ava wouldn't have had much, because she didn't have as much as you guys when she joined you.
Let's give you 15 and call it good.
Thanks. I'm just like, I don't... What?
Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah,
Why?
sometimes Roll20 updates the character sheets and it's all weird. But yeah, we'll give you 15, call it good. Well,
Thank you.
And if that's more than you had before, then we'll just say that Mia pulled out the box under the bed and gave you the coins from there.
Aww.
She-
Oh,
Less money ties than
the money box.
dice.
She's so sweet. I love her so much. What a sweetie.
So yeah, that's the 2 forms the insect repellent comes in is the incense and the salve. 1 gold for the salve gourd, and then 1 silver for the incense. Up to you how much you want to buy of how much. Other than that,
I just wanted to get 2 of the gourds, so I'm gonna... Meh. There we go.
there you go. There's also... there, of course, is your dear friend who sells the canoes.
Canoes!
You don't need those. There's insect repellent. There's rain catchers, which some of you guys already have. There's vendors that sell caskets of Tej. Yeah.
Interested.
There's
Hey, wait a second. I'm looking through my inventory right now,
Yeah.
and did we like leave right after the dinosaur race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Have you
still
been
have the
holding
silver
out?
key of Nine Zaru.
You do.
You never. Oh my god, you still have the key.
Oh my god, I'm on the run. I'm a thief.
You are actually maybe a little wanted because of that.
Oh my god. Wait, what?
It's not like a major offense. It's just like that key is like, well, to be fair. So if you tried using that in the last 5 days, it hasn't worked anywhere. Because it's like a symbolic key that is given to the winner each week. of the whoever wins that race. So when you did not enter the next race, they had another key made. So your key is currently invalidated.
F.
Yeah.
What could you even use that key for?
That key allowed you to mostly just access inns and meals. It's mostly just for like in-town stuff of being like, hey, you're a celebrity. Here's a plate of roast dinosaur. You know.
Go for the winner!
It's more symbolic than anything else.
All right.
But yeah.
All right.
Well, it's mine.
Yes, it is. And of course, there is all the gear that there's a lot of adventuring gear you guys can buy as well. If anything pops into your head, just let me know and I'll tell you how much it costs. Also, there are the specialty items that are sold under the Merchant Princes. Those are definitely a bit more pricey, but if you your sheet has wares if you have coin. So you guys just tell me what you want, or if that's it, then...
Mask is gonna pick up a lot of insect repellent. I've already done some math because I have Player's Handbook open.
Great.
And also get some studded leather armor and a disguise kit.
Great. Yeah, you got all those prices right up there, so you know how much that costs.
Yay.
Yay. For those of you who are looking for some more expensive things, the Merchant Princes do sell... and one of them does deal in pretty finely crafted ammunition and shields and, well, it's a lot of money. Like, for example, the Merchant Prince Akeneafa, he deals primarily in weapons. Deals in like fine weapons. You can buy, well, for reference, a single +1 arrow is 50 gold pieces.
Oh, Jesus.
A +1 shield is 450.
Ah!
And a +1 dagger or a +1 Yikawa is 500 gold.
Goodness, just kill me.
Yeah, right?
Rice berries.
Yeah, you can buy, the Merchant Prince Ifan Telroa sells beasts. Like, you can get a flying monkey, a giant lizard, or a hadrosaurus for 100 gold pieces. An Ankylosaurus, Deinonychus, or a flying snake for 250, or a Triceratops for 500. Also, Wakanga also does sell items. He sells...
Wakanga?
Wakanga Otamu.
Oh, okay.
Wakanga...
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you thought.
Yeah.
He sells... His market is mostly involving magical stuff, so he sells common and uncommon potions, as well as first and second level spell scrolls. A common potion's 80 gold, an uncommon is 300 gold, and then a first level spell scroll is 100, and a second level spell scroll is 550. It's very pricey.
Right.
Yeah. So just frame of reference.
I'm probably just gonna buy more rations.
Great! Rations cost money. How many rations do you want to buy, Liliana?
I'm gonna buy... Well, how much would 10 days rations be?
10 days of rations would be 50 silver.
Which would be 25 gold?
50 silver? That's 5 gold.
Oh no, that's 5 gold. Blah, blah, blah. I'm losing my mind.
Yes.
That works. I'll do that.
Sure. 10 days. Woo!
Yay!
Yay.
Any other gear anyone feels like buying?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy an herbalism kit. It's 5 GP, right?
Herbalism kit, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Great. Are you proficient in herbalism kit? I think so.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, cool.
As a druid, I am, and I don't have it, and I'm like, well, maybe we can get some herbs popping off, some freaking potions.
You can.
Gotta get those herbs.
Get some herb, legit.
Would you actually like to know some of the things you can do with an herbalist kit?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Well, an herbalist kit, because Xanthar's has all these fun, handy-dandy, detailed descriptions of these toolkits. For an herbalist kit, which you are proficient in, it basically allows you to identify plants and safely collect their elements that can be useful. It applies to, like, you can recall knowledge of plants for, like, more magical studies that directly involve plants and identifying potions. Whenever you kind of investigate this area of overgrown plants, kind of helps you pick out clues that other people might miss. Medicine checks are also boosted by that, as well as nature and survival. You can also identify most plants just by looking at them. And with some activities you can do with it, you can actually identify poisons that are utilized, or you can actually find plants. Like, I want to find this plant. Then you roll a thing, and then, ta-da, you get it. You find it.
That's very helpful, actually. That's going to be very good.
Yeah, it's great. Tools are great.
So
I highly recommend y'all look at what tools you're proficient in, and if you don't have them, maybe consider buying them.
I also see that I can create antitoxins and potions of healing with this.
Yes.
So how does collecting herbs work exactly? Like, do I have to say, like, I'm walking around, I see herbs, I'm gonna collect them if they're useful?
I see them herbs!
Yeah, it's basically like, you can say I'm collecting them herbs, which applies to, like, oh, I'm looking for these herbs. Creating a potion of healing costs about let me double check. Actually, I can tell you how much it costs to craft that. Crafting fee, because it does cost money, technically. It's a single potion of healing costs, I think, about like 50 gold. Yeah, I think so.
But if I'm collecting herbs,
yeah, like... no, it's like it is the equivalent of 50 gold in ingredients. So it's like it would just require some. It would just be like you stating that you're going to begin gathering herbs to assemble this check, and then I will set a DC for the herbs you need to gain before you can make one potion of healing. So you're
How
not.
How about antitoxins then?
Same deal. Is you are getting the equivalent cost of materials out in the wilds. So it's entirely just based on a check that you'll have to make.
So antitoxins, same price as health potions actually. So I guess what would be efficient is to assume I'm looking for herbs whenever we're traveling, but I can say, like, I'm looking for healing herbs rather than like antitoxin herbs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just focusing on one at a time.
Like crafting. I know there's like a specific rule set for this too. I'm just trying to pull it up, but yeah, basically, you're good, kid. Anything else anyone wants to buy? Or is everybody pretty relatively well off now?
Oh, I'll be fine, I think.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Lucian, got some gourds. Ava, is there anything you want and or need? And just this applies to all of you. If you're not sure if something's like, I'm not sure if this is I don't know if I can't really think of anything that would be on the graph or whatever, or on the chart. Just if you have an idea, be like, can I buy X item, even if you don't know if it's a thing that is a thing, just ask me and I'll tell you the equivalent cost. So everyone knows.
I'm also gonna buy 2 gourds.
Okay, so that's 2 gold.
Yeah.
I don't think I really need anything because Ava is a no shit, literally. Bug repellent.
Okay. Also, Talia, I did find it. I found exactly what I was looking for. To clarify, yeah. So using your herbalism kit, you can craft antitoxin and potion of healing. Potions of healing are basically you brew them specifically. And for a regular potion of healing, it takes a day to create, and about 25 gold pieces in equivalent materials. And then the more complex the healing potion, the longer it takes to make.
Okay.
So you know. Same deal with antitoxin.
So probably what would be more efficient then is to collect herbs during traveling and then make them during downtime.
Yes.
Cool.
Rad.
So,
I have never dealt with any crafting in D&D.
Crafting is fun. It takes a lot of time, though. Is that everything? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Alrighty. Well, then that means you guys have assembled gear. And tomorrow you will all set out to continue your expedition to the jungle. Let's take our break there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay!
So we'll be right back, and when we come back from our little break, we will return into the dark jungles of Chilt down the River Oceanstar. So, stay tuned, everyone. We will be right back.
Yay!
See you soon! Welcome back, everyone, and we will now continue our game of Tomb of Annihilation. So, the next day, you guys have gathered your supplies to prepare for your expedition into Chilt. Well, deeper into the jungles, rather. You guys make your way to the westernmost landing of the city, where you're going to disembark on Ava's magic boat. To head down the river, well, rather say, head up the River Oceanstar, to continue along. You guys are currently placing your supplies and other bits of gear, loading it all back onto the ship. Taban joins you, so does Azaka, ensuring that everything is, helping out with moving supplies to and fro. Close to when you guys are about to disembark, you guys see a person break off from the crowds in this part of the harbor, and kind of look towards you all and make her way in your direction. She is as she comes into vision, is a half-orc woman that is currently, half-orc woman, clad in a chain shirt. She seems to be wearing she has the semblances of a religious figure. She has a holy symbol around her neck. There is a mace by her side. Also, like what looks like to be some kind of book or some sort of hymnal thing that is also down by her belt. And a pack strapped across her back. And as she kind of approaches, she goes, excuse me. I was asking around, and I heard that, correct me if I'm wrong, you are traveling up the River Oceanstar, I hope?
Well, yes, we are, but, can I ask why you're asking?
Yes, she just bows her head, very deferentially says, I am Andril Silvertusk, at your service. You see, I am I represent the Lord's, the Order of the Gauntlet. I recently arrived in the city. I have a mission to deliver these dispatches. She kind of points to the bag on her back. I have the dispatches to my superiors, and they have an outpost, Camp Vengeance. I'm not sure if you know of it, but I thought I could get a horse, but seeing the conditions of the jungle, I do not think that is possible, let alone safe. I asked around and I heard that there was a group of adventurers disembarking up the River Oceanstar. If it is all possible, if you are going to be heading past Camp Vengeance, I'm hoping to catch a ride.
Are we?
What?
We are.
Yeah.
That is on the map, yes.
Yes.
Would it be possible to roll, like, insight or something?
Go for it.
To see if she's genuine or...
Absolutely, go for it.
Absolutely. Also, that is what I specialize in, so...
Yes. Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Love that.
From one person of faith to another, Lucian, you actually also recognize that she is being genuine. In actual, no sort of hidden agenda present, just a person looking for a ride.
Yay!
We're heading up there, if it's alright with you all. There's plenty of room aboard the boat.
I think it's fine.
I can provide my own supplies. I've already bought some rations and gear that I'll be needing, but if you don't have to worry about me being a mouth to feed.
No trouble at all. Come aboard.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, kind folk. My humblest gratitude. She eagerly kind of walks across the gangplank onto the ship.
Did we get her name?
Miss Silvertusk.
Yes.
If I may ask, what exactly is the Order of the Gauntlet?
Oh, the Order of the Gauntlet. Forgive me, I'm not used to explaining. Well, we are an order, as the name implies. A religious order, but also a bit of a military. We fight the good fight, and most of us serve Torm, but we respect and allow many faiths to join our ranks as long as you fight for the greater good, what is right and what is just, and defying evil where you see it. So why are you interested in joining?
Merely curiosity. I hadn't actually heard of that before.
She nods. Well, I won't drag on the details too much, but if you would like to ever know more, I will happily indulge.
Of course, happy to have you aboard, Miss Silvertusk.
Thank you, Mr.
Lucian Eilenon.
Eilenon. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. I am very thankful for your help.
Not a problem.
Well, what brings you down the river? Looking for adventure, like most others?
God, no.
Oh no, we're wandering into the jungle to stop the death curse.
She there's a moment of pause as her eyebrows go up and her jaw hangs a little slack, and she goes, "Ah."
No, I'm not shitting you.
Well, a Torm's blessing be upon you. I wish you the best of luck, and sure, I would love to hear more about this grand endeavor as we travel down the river. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to get acquainted.
Yeah, guess so.
Well, what was your name?
I'm Ava.
Ava.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
Undrill. She kind of puts her hand forward towards you.
Ava shakes her hand and then just sort of is like, "What? Oh, she's got no. I have a girlfriend. She's cute.
I haven't
She's
met.
cute.
Haven't met any of the Turtle folk. It is an honor. Your people are quite wise, and I have a deep appreciation for nomadic nature.
Aww.
Well, it's appreciated. Although we're not all as wise as you think we are. Believe me.
I can confirm.
Wow, thanks. Fuck you too.
A colorful group of folk you got here. I can see, or at least hope, that we will get along. Well, don't let me get in the way. I will help where I am needed. I can carry my own weight, literally and metaphorically.
Appreciated.
She nods, and then just kind of finds a way to it, a place to sit and set her stuff down.
She's so awkward.
Aww.
I love her.
She's doing her best.
She's doing her best.
She is. All that being said, who's ready to disembark?
Me!
Hell yeah.
Let's get back to the jungle.
Woo!
Welcome to the jungle. We're all gonna die.
Woo!
Down by the river in the jungle. All right, so now we get to finally get to showcase our refined exploration mechanics. Now that we are in season 2, we've changed things. Thank you, Kristen. We have changed things. We are no longer rolling for things all the time. More so, think of it more like an Indiana Jones travel montage. It is going to be very summarized. I am no longer rolling for random encounters. I am deciding encounters, any that happen, but for the most part, it is a travel montage to arrive to our destination. Think of it like in a more traditional kind of adventuring sense. You get the overworld map, little red dots, cool fun music plays, and all that good stuff.
Yay!
Yeah, it's a little bit easier for the viewers and for us. So.
That it is.
Yeah.
That it is. Because it was a little much.
It was not really suited for a stream.
Not really.
No. Yeah.
But I will ask,
yeah.
and also I'm getting rid of the lost mechanic, because as fun as that is for a regular game, it's not super great. It bogs down a stream, so we're gonna keep things nice and narrative, and any shenaniganery that happens is narrative shenaniganery, and no more mechanical shenaniganery. I'm saying shenaniganery because I like saying shenaniganery. But I will ask, it is a good word, I will ask, are you going to be moving at a regular pace or a fast pace? Or slow pace?
Well, we're on a... Are we on a, canoe?
We're on Ava's
magic
boat. Magic boat.
I think we could probably do a fast pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys could tear up some you could cover some ground really quickly. In that boat. So moving at a fast pace, no more rolls. I will assume you guys are moving, since you're on the river, 3 hexes a day. So, let me just count these hexes real quick. That's 1, 3, 3. Okay, so it'll take you about 4.5 days, not even, to get to Camp Righteous on the map. So, let us begin the travel montage. The group disembarks from Port Nyanzaru, moving up the River Soshin Star. New sights to see, even though it looks kind of the same as the rest of the jungle. But it's new and exciting for many people.
Is it really?
All things considered, it is nice to see more of the jungle than the ground you've covered thus far. And the jungle of Chult is beautiful. It is exotic and colorful and thriving. Multiple exotic birds fly overhead, soaring, passing above the canopy that you can see just through the the little gaps in the trees as you're moving down the river.
Thalia has sparkly eyes. She loves it.
Yeah, colorful flora, all these different exotic plants, and the various types of fauna. Various dinosaurs are encountered over these 4 days of river travel, many of which are just relatively harmless, feeding from, drinking from the water. You do make out, at one point, some larger omnivores moving through the trees, keeping clear of the river. You don't draw their attention, and on the river things are pretty alright. You do have some encounters with river creatures every so often, but nothing that is necessarily overly dangerous. You guys are pretty conditioned to the fauna of Chult.
Yeah.
And the river fauna is not as threatening as any of the other fauna, so you're in a safe spot. But after 4 days of traveling downriver, stopping at the end of every day to make camp, having camaraderie over the fire, eating, kind of beginning to heal the wounds of the last couple weeks, a little bit more so. That the chat you guys had the other day definitely, or the other week I should say, definitely helped. So that's good. But it's a nice river journey that kind of reminds you guys of that sense of wonder that you first had when you set off into the jungle, and less of that dread. And also, all of you rest easy knowing that you're really far from the place you last saw the frost giants. But... And
also, Ack isn't here. Quiet.
I rest easy knowing Ack isn't here.
Well, I'm not saying that last time we were on a river we got attacked by a giant crocodile and Ack was there, but now we're on a river and there's no giant crocodile and no Ack, so you fill in the blanks.
So the implication here is that a giant crocodile definitely attacked that boat.
I'm not implying anything.
Meanwhile, at the bottom of the ocean.
Giant crocodiles clearly just like poultry.
Yes.
I hear they taste like chicken.
So,
wow.
On the morning of the 5th day of traveling down the River Soshin Star, you guys go through the usual motions. You freshen yourselves up. Some of you bathe in the river. Some of you choose not to. That is your prerogative.
Oh my god, wait, who's bathing? We gotta have a sexy bath scene.
No! We don't have time for that!
Okay, you know the whole, like, whip hair out of the water, like, it flies behind, like an arc of water. That's just Lucian.
Yeah. God.
When are we gonna get our sexy river scene between Lucian and Thalia? These are the questions I ask as the DM.
Lucian is doing the mermaid hair flip, and Thalia looks like a sea monster.
Good, excellent.
Who let the Kelpie in the river?
Yeah, she looks like a siren.
Nice.
Kelpies are horses, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm saying she wild shaped into a horse.
Oh, hell
No.
yeah, for sure.
You don't bathe as a horse? Ugh,
You know, what am I saying? Yeah, of course.
great. So,
Of course, a horse. God damn.
a horse is a horse, of course, unless that horse is a tool of the state. Now, you guys, on the 5th day, you guys finish your morning activities, get on the ship, and continue to sail down. You all know on the map that you are pretty close to this marking of Camp Righteous, though you're not too sure what that is. But only after not even 2 hours have passed on your morning travel, you come upon an abandoned riverside camp that is strewn with wreckage. The tents are moldy and tattered, and all the permanent structures appear to have burned to the ground. 2 intact rowboats are tied off to a short dock. North of the camp is a ridge, built into which is an 80-foot-tall stone statue carved to look like a man with a crocodile on his back.
Oh, sick.
Between the statue's feet is a stone archway leading to a dark tunnel. To the left of the statue is a crude animal pen with a small, panicked bird running around inside of it. Other than that, there are no signs of life. You are passing in your boat, but you can decide to stop here if you want.
My god, I gotta let the fucking bird out. Stop the boat!
I was like, wait, what?
This wouldn't be Camp Righteous, would it?
Make a survival check, Lucian.
Wow.
It lines up on the map. This is probably Camp Righteous.
Well.
We should...
Does the damage look recent?
You make a survival check.
I will. Wow, fuck that.
You will.
Hard to say. Things are a little bit overgrown. You're not sure if the conditions here are because things have been here for a while, or if just the naturally hostile environment of Chult has worn it down very quickly. So you're not entirely sure.
Alright, let me get a peek at it.
Do you guys want to dock, or is Dahlia just jumping ship?
Let's stop, please.
Well,
Okay,
this is where Miss Silvertusk was going anyway.
No, she was going to Camp Vengeance.
Yeah, Undril says, actually, I'm going to Camp Vengeance.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's excellent.
I'm still gonna just peek at it from the boat with my +7 survival.
Sure. Roll it. It's been here for a while. This is definitely this camp has been here abandoned for quite some time. And you see no other signs of life present other than the creature, the bird that's running around. It's a big bird.
How big?
Well, it's actually I'll make a nature check real quick, so you can see if you can identify it from the shore. An 11. Okay. You don't have any experience with this creature, but you know of it. It is an axebeak.
Axe?
Yeah. And it is a young axebeak. They are a type of bird. Think of like a big chicken. A big chicken that sometimes orcs ride. It's a big chicken, and its beak kind of tapers out into like an axe shape at the end.
So they were inspired by Quest for Camelot.
Yes.
Okay.
Think of like if a chocobo had a weapon for a beak.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, if it's freaking out.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like running around the pen trying to get out, but it can't. There is a nearby ridge. You get the idea it might have fallen in from a higher up ridge into the pen and now it can't get out.
Thalia... Okay, wait. Can I do a nature check to, like, see how these... Or I guess that would come with the nature check. Are these birds, like, particularly dangerous, like dinosaurs or anything? Like, do I need to be careful?
With an 11 nature check, you've already made it towards the axe beak. Like I said, you don't have any personal experience. They're not inherently hostile. The adults, to your knowledge, would be protective, like any animal of their young. Like any animal, just if you're pretty sure that as long as you don't provoke it to attack, should be fine.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna be like, hold on. Let's go dock the boat. I gotta let this bird out.
All right, so you guys
all
are
right.
gonna dock the boat.
Let you go alone, so
Yeah, let's dock the
sure.
boat.
Dock of the boat, and
All
I'm
right.
changing the map.
Wow!
We're not gonna be here that long.
Oh dear.
Oh, whoa!
I'm gonna get rid of some of these dynamic lighting things on here because they're kind of weird.
Yeah, they are kind of
Yeah,
weird.
that's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, oh yeah,
No,
you,
foot.
It won't even load for me.
like here, let me just delete these tent things. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Is this
Like,
the bird?
Just a wee bit.
Oh,
Oh!
yeah, it is.
What the? What bird?
The bird
I don't care.
is right over here.
Bird.
Here it comes.
Make your way up to the pen. The axe, the fledgling axe beak is just like running around there, squawking and raising a fit, in a panic.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and I'm gonna, say, like, don't worry, I'm gonna let you out.
The bird, the axe beak, kind of looks at you, a little shocked that that's being spoken to. Make an animal handling check real quick with advantage.
Beep.
Okay, it takes a couple steps back, but then slowly kind of takes a few cautionary steps towards you, then looks at you and goes, "Are you gonna let me out?"
Yeah. Oh, I am, so don't worry. Is there like something I can like unlatch here?
Yeah, the gate that's right in front of you. Yeah, it's
I know, but like, is it locked?
it's not like locked. It is latched. It is a tall gate that would prevent the axe beak from getting out. It's as easy as just lifting the latch and opening the.
Okay, then I'll just lift the latch and open the door.
The fledgling axe beak just immediately takes off running away, and as it begins to run back towards the jungle, it like comes to a halt, looks over its shoulder. The rest of you hear it like squawk out this kind of weird bird call. Thalia, you hear it as "Thank you," and it runs off into the jungle.
She quietly smiles at it as it runs away.
Yeah, it looked happy.
I'm just going to leave this gate open, just in case.
Hey, Ava.
Yes.
As you kind of look at the shrine, that is here, something tickles the back of your memory. It's something that you feel like you read a while ago. I'm actually gonna DM you something.
Oh boy.
And if
Ileana's
Ava,
looking at this shrine.
and if Ava wants to share this with the group, she can. But this is something that tickles her from some stories she knows from some old Chilton mythology.
No.
Boy.
So
What
up to you
could
if
be
you want to
death?
share that information with the group.
In the meanwhile, since
Yes.
we're on the edge of undead territory, I'd like to just, seeing as everything's sort of raised here, I want to activate my Eyes of the Grave to see if I sense any undead
Okay.
around.
Send your mind out to the jungle. You do not currently sense any undead. That is active now.
So Ava, this thing comes to mind and she just starts laughing. Hey, you guys want to hear a story?
Sure.
Alright. So in the early days of the world, man stood by the banks of a river, frightened. Crocodile raised his head from the water and asked, "What troubles you, cousin man?" Man said, I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water alone because it teems with your brethren. The crocodile replied, It's true, you would not be safe, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back, if you promise to return the favor. Man agreed, and the crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far bank, the man asked, How can I repay you? The crocodile replied, I wish to see the realm of humans, but I fear to go there alone, because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm. Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise. So he carried the crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years. He also swore, in his anger, that never again would men and crocodiles be friends. And so it has remained to this day.
That makes a lot of sense considering our first day.
Yeah! Uh-huh! So blame this fucker, and then Ava just points at the statue.
Mask looks up from where he is and is like, I see.
Ileana, you've walked up the steps of the shrine and just kind of looking around up there.
I'm exploring.
Yes, you are. You stand by the great big feet. You look deeper down that tunnel. It is. You pull one of the webs aside and you look inside. It is a hallway up ahead of you. You see this passage goes ahead for about like 25 feet before there is a sudden rise, like a wall that meets at a ledge that's up about I want to say, yeah, it's like a 7-foot high ledge before the tunnel continues onward out of sight.
Okay. I kind of want to go up. I'm so curious.
You're absolutely welcome to do whatever you want.
Well, we know the lore already of the place, but like, it doesn't sound like that there would be any offerings made or anything to this dude.
Yeah, it's weird that there'd be such a big fucking statue for it.
Do you think we might need to take a closer look?
Can I roll a history check to see if there's like any I know about this? Oh, well.
You've heard of this shrine, and that's you heard about it also because because you know the local mythology. It's not. This site was used by the Order of the Gauntlet like several months ago, but they were overrun by undead, hence why the camp is abandoned. As in regards to the actual shrine itself, you don't actually recall anything of people exploring it because you never found any reports of people kind of exploring the inside. And your knowledge is really just that mythology story. It's a shrine, and like most ruins and things left in the jungle, probably has some traps.
Well, as far as I know, no one's really done much with this shrine. There was a camp here. There were undead. There's not really a camp anymore, but the shrine's still here. That's what I got. I mean, I guess there's really no harm in there. One of us could die.
Yes.
Do you need some help in there?
Are you talking to Ileana?
Yeah, I'm talking to Ileana.
Okay. Sorry, my mic went dead. What happened? Like my internet, I had such a weird like, what?
I don't know.
I like, I was trying to figure out why the frick I couldn't hear anything.
What was the last thing you heard?
Clipped out. I don't know. I just got back in and I heard Ileana and I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, Matt's asking you if you want any help.
Oh, she kind of goes, opens her mouth, closes her mouth, opens her mouth. If you don't mind.
All right, he says, and he goes over from where he was looking, heads up the stairs, looks at the statue.
Yay! Right, I gotta go explore. And she kind of like points, like, see, there's a. It seems to go up.
Yeah, he looks down the hallway, looks up at the statue, looks at the hallway. Ileana,
Yes?
How much do you reliably think you could carry?
Hey, Alex. Real quick.
Yes?
I just want to comment. Mask is a smart boy. He's a smart boy. That's why I'm ignoring my tingling metagaming sense, because I know you know the solution to this. So, proceed as usual.
Okay.
I can probably carry a decent bit. Why?
Could you carry me?
What?
This is a shrine for man-carrying crocodile. If we're to honor this shrine, obviously one of us has to carry the other. I'm not particularly muscular, and you're wearing heavy armor, so...
She, like, looks at him, because how tall is he?
He's like 6 foot!
This 5'2" elf girl looks at this 6-foot man and just kind of goes,
I can try.
You can do it, Ileana.
I believe in you!
oh my
Swing
god,
that
she's like,
sword around like it's nothing, come on.
He's not very heavy.
okay, but question.
Mm-hmm.
How is he deciding that he wants to be carried?
It's a shrine to man-carrying crocodile.
Yes, but the thing is, do I have to carry him the same way, or am I carrying him
Carry
bridles?
Mask like a crocodile. How would you carry a crocodile?
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest here. I might have a better solution, much more blatant, wherein I actually turn into a crocodile. I mean, God, you can't mess it up that way.
I mean, but Ileana carrying Mask would be funnier.
Ava has an excellent point.
Eliana just kind of like puffs up her cheeks. She turns around and is just like, let's just get this over with. And she's kind of like just waiting for him to climb on board. She's just like, well, are we really doing this? Fine, okay, I guess.
I believe in you.
All right, Asuka gets on Ileana's shoulders. You can't see, but he's got a very serious look on his face.
Ileana's face is getting redder by the second. She's just like,
I love that.
Yeah, honestly, I just wanted to do that.
God.
Just let us know what you find in there.
She kind of like, oh, you know what? She's embarrassed enough already. She kind of looks at him and goes, makes like a little face, and then starts going.
Let me combine your tokens into one unit.
God!
We're a mega person.
So, Mask riding on the back of Ileana, looking stoically ahead.
Serious.
This is incredibly serious. Ileana, you're a strong girl. You hold him up.
I'm holding him up. I'm starting to go forward. Hey, come on.
Hey,
we're going.
Come on. Get the fuck back.
No, we're going. We're going for it. Ah!
Let the DM move you. I am moving you as a unit. You guys carrying Mask on your shoulders, you just begin to waddle your way down the hallway, passing by.
I was gonna say, you're like, why did you think this was a good plan?
Why did you think this was a good plan? Well, we don't want to be offensive to the gods, do we?
God dang it, that's the one thing that he can play on her because she's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Do you think Mask is just fucking with her?
I mean,
I
of all the
can't hear
people,
you. This place echoes.
You guys step up. Oh, go ahead, Alex.
Of all the people I would fuck with, why would you think it was Ileana?
Fair.
So,
Lucian just shrugs and smiles.
Are you guys is Ava and Lucian by the entrance, just like standing there, like calling in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And move you guys up here, just by the feet. All right, so Mask and Ileana. Ileana, you walk up to the ledge, which is a good 3 feet taller than where you are. But Mask, your head like pops over the ledge. You can see that beyond that on top of the ledge. The floor, the tunnel continues for another 10 feet before there's another ledge. That ledge is only about it's still 7 feet high, but this floor above that you see before you is a is a 4x4 pattern of squares. And there's enough room on the ledge on the lip of the ledge that you wouldn't be stepping on these squares, but they do look like they could be recessed into the floor. They could be walked across potentially.
All right. I relay this down to Ileana.
Okay. So she's sitting there kind of like just underneath him, like, okay, now what?
Is there anything else I see in here?
In here, just the tiles and then the ledge that goes up another 7 feet to the beyond.
Okay. I think we're going to have to climb.
Yeah, like Mask, your thing is like the ledge is like sitting at about your midsection, so you can easily like pull yourself up onto the ledge from there. Ileana's the one who's got to climb.
She's just sitting there like waiting for him to make a game plan because she knows for a fact that she is not about to climb with this 6-foot-tall man on her back and this 7-foot ledge in front of her.
All right, I could pull myself up, drop down a rope for you to get on, and then we try again up there.
That'd be better.
All right. I'm gonna hoist myself on, drop a rope for Ileana.
You hoist yourself up. He climbs off of your shoulders, climbs up onto the ledge, keeping yourself distance to make sure you don't step on any of the tiles. As he finishes climbing up onto the ledge, Ileana, you hear this little click sound coming from the walls. And immediately these blades swing out from the walls. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Just Ileana. Mask, you're fine. That is exactly what you needed to succeed, so you'll take half damage.
I'll take half damage?
Half damage for succeeding.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the blades whooshing arc, and you just scream and press yourself up against the ledge. The blades do just kind of cut you, catching your forearm. You take 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh, damn.
I immediately turn. You all right?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not dead, so...
Are you guys okay?
Yes. I mean, Ileana's injured, but she looks all right.
We're fine.
How dark is that tunnel?
There's no light in, but you're able to see down it just fine.
Okay,
it's
just wondering.
The sunlight does help. Yeah.
Just let me know if you need any healing, I guess. I can't really go down there.
I guess I can carry Lucian.
Oh, good, because I am way too much of a twink to carry anyone else.
I'm aware.
Oh, Christ. Ileana just, like, grabs the rope and starts climbing up.
Okay, so you climb up. There's only enough room for Mask to kind of sit on the ledge by himself, so you have to finish this. I want, actually, either Mask or Ileana will have to make, either an athletics check or an acrobatics check to try and, in the climb, successfully manage to get Ileana onto his shoulders by climbing up Mask's body, whether that be through her strength or through Mask doing some Cirque du Soleil shit.
Okay.
Well, I have 2 for athletics.
And what's your acrobatics, Mask?
My acrobatics is 4.
So
Okay.
either one of you can try. But in
shit.
this case, Ileana is the one who will now be on Mask's shoulders. After this maneuver, so one of you can attempt it.
Okay.
Who wants Cirque du Soleil or strength?
I think you're Cirque du Soleil.
Go Cirque du Soleil. Go roll
I'm
for
Cirque
roll.
du Soleil.
Acrobatics check. Okay, 10. That's pretty substandard. So you in the rope, you actually manage to like do a quick swing to like help like arc her up. And as she kind of like flies up, You like try to grab her just under the arms and then hoist her, but you just barely manage to. Oh shit! You shifted your weight wrong. You're falling. You hold yourself, but you do manage to get her up onto your shoulders without. It's a fun position you find yourself in as you throw Ilyana up on your shoulders. As one leg is on the ledge balancing yourself, your hands out to the side. The other leg is free hanging over the ledge. As you're just wobbling for a second, you take a deep breath and just lower your leg back into place as you regain your balance.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
She's like grabbing onto his shoulder, like she's basically grabbing around his neck, like.
So you guys are effectively standing there, not pressing any of the switches. Ilyana, you turn to look at what's ahead. Up that ledge, since you're on Mask's shoulders, you can see over it now. Up that ledge, there is a wooden door. Yes, a wooden door, and on that door, make a perception check.
Oh, okay.
All right. I have a great perception, so I'm gonna do that.
You
can't
see it.
It's not you, it's me.
Never mind. Disregard that.
Yes, disregard entirely.
He was telling me to do my perception.
Yeah, it's because she can see over the ledge, Mask.
Okay.
That's still fine. On that wooden door, there is also a similar 4x4 square pattern carved onto that wooden door. And you can just, even though it's dark in here, you can just barely make out that the bottom row on the pattern on the door, one of the squares is just faintly glowing.
Ooh, what square is it?
It is. Let me roll a d4. It is the leftmost square. The bottom left corner.
Leftmost square is glowing?
On the door, so it is representative of that square right there on that grid.
Oh, okay. So Ilyana kind of like looks, and then she kind of like blinks and goes, "Mask, I think what we're gonna have to do to unlock the door is that you're gonna need to press that square right there." And she like points over at the furthest square, the one that's marked.
All right.
You like shuffle. You're
wearing heavy armor.
You shuffle along the edge, holding Ilyana, and then you step on it.
Yep.
Cool. While this is happening, Mask and Lucian, what are you guys doing?
You mean Ava and Lucian?
Sorry, Ava and Lucian. Ava and Lucian.
And Thalia.
Oh yeah,
what
Thalia.
do you think she's doing?
She is picking grass and making flower crowns. I don't know. We'll get to her in a second. Yeah, Ava and Lucian, what are you two doing?
Mostly.
Good.
What?
Go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything useful.
I was going to say I'm fine with staying back here. I mean, I can't do the range, so unless things go horribly wrong, yeah.
Yeah, there's not exactly a lot of space in there, and I don't think it would be. I don't know how helpful it would be for me to go like that.
All you need to do is have Lucian get on Ava's shoulders, and then you can get there just fine.
Thalia, what are you doing?
Just fucking chilling out, making a flower crown.
And so you are. Taban, Undrill, and Azaka are just kind of keeping watch by the boats. And conversing. Meanwhile, back in the shrine. So, Mask, as you step onto that first tile, Ilyana, you watch as another tile glows on the map, forming within a step's reach a path, seemingly, that you could follow. So the next square lights up.
Ooh. Okay, so what's the next square?
Roll another d4. Well, actually, hold on. That might have just been for the first one.
Like when she sees it light up, she goes, oh, "There's a pattern."
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I do roll.
Okay.
It's this one. The next one over. We're straight ahead.
The one right in front of me.
Yes.
Just take one step in front of you.
Okay.
Right. The next one on the door lights up.
Okay, what's the next one?
It's this one. So it's kind of like
Which
you have to
one?
like The third one from the left.
Oh no! She kind of like looks at it and she goes, "Oh."
It's like you guys have to take like a wide step.
Yeah. So,
dangerous jungle twister.
She says, "Okay, so oh no, she didn't say where to go yet."
I know. I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, she just says, "Okay, so you need to take the step, but 1 square in front of you and 2 squares over is where you need to step next." And she kind of said, it sounds like she's like saying sorry in advance as she's talking.
The next symbol lights up.
What's the next symbol?
It's directly diagonal from you.
And she's okay. 1 up, 1 over. So just that one points.
Okay. Yeah, the pointing is much more helpful. Thank you.
You step.
Are we good?
Yeah. As you step on that last one, you hear a click come from the door up ahead on the next ledge.
Yay! Okay.
Yay.
And she's kind of like, okay, so I guess be ready.
All right.
And she kind of gets herself situated on the ledge and hoists herself up. Actually, I have a crazy ass idea.
Yes.
But it probably won't work.
I
also don't know if Mask would go for it. She kind of like thinks about it and goes, what if before I pull myself up, you climb up while I'm holding onto the ledge?
That sounds like some Cirque du Soleil shit. I'm in.
Okay.
Make an athletics check, Mask.
Oh boy!
Oh no!
Okay. How do I want to do this?
No!
Let's see. An
Ilya's
8.
basically like clinging onto the ledge as he's trying to do this.
It's a 7-foot high ledge. So wait, run me through this one more time, Ilyana.
Basically,
While you are still
she's-
on his shoulder, while you're still on his shoulders, he's trying to climb up. Correct?
Like what she's basically trying to do is that she'll like get herself ready on the ledge and like get herself situated. And then he kind of like uses the opportunity before she gets up there all the way to hoist himself up, so they kind of try and get up there at the same time.
Okay.
To avoid swords.
Cool. So here's what I'll say the 8 gets you. Ilyana, you push yourself up into the ledge. Mask, you do a pull up to about halfway, and then your weak noodle arms take hold. You're just kind of, you look like a poor, awkward middle school boy at PE as you're just hanging halfway on the bar, quaking like a chihuahua, just like holding yourself. You're beginning, like you're descending back down to the floor, but like you're not quite up there.
Do I have the opportunity to hoist him up?
You can grab him and hoist him the rest of the way.
Kristen sees that his noodle arms are breaking and she like drags him up the rest of the way.
Much appreciated.
Mask, you're exhausted. You're spent.
And Ilyana like looks at the door and she kind of like, well, I guess we'll see what's on the other side of the door. She kind of like tries to. She goes over to it. Is it locked?
You can try the handle.
I'm gonna try the handle.
It does not seem to be locked.
Yay! I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door.
Oh.
Oh boy!
So inside, beyond the door, the floor of this dusty 40-foot high, 20-foot wide chamber is littered with dinosaur bones. Webs stretch from the walls to a 30-foot tall central pillar, coiled around which is a narrow stone staircase, its steps covered with dust. Carved into the pillar are reliefs of a man carrying a crocodile. The reliefs follow the stairs to the top of the pillar, on which sits a large, beautiful ceramic jug.
Okay. She kind of like looks around. She's like, "Do you think we still need to do the carry thing in here?"
You know, at this point, considering there were swords in the wall, I'd say better safe than sorry.
And like hearing him wheeze, she's just kind of like, and she squats down, pats her back.
Just give me a second. Okay, I'm good.
She kind of like, just get on her back. It's fine, man.
Okay. Mask eventually just hoists himself back on Ileana's shoulders.
God, she's just.
Ah.
Please. Proceed.
So.
Proceed.
I love
We're
this.
gonna go up and get the jar.
We're gonna go get a jar.
Okay, so basically, each staircase, it's 2 feet wide. The staircase that spirals around the pillar, and each step is 1 foot higher than the one below it. There are 30 steps in total, so they get progressively more and more steep. Basically, I'm going to call for a series of acrobatics checks, from both of you.
Boy.
As you, I will, let's say, there's 30 steps, and each one is wide. That's, well, actually, that would be, I would consider this rough terrain, so I would consider that to be, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, so that is going, I'm going to call for a total, of 4 rolls between the two of you. Okay, cool. For climbing the steps with each other on the shoulder as you have a very awkward balancing act happening. For the first stretch of steps, I want you two to make me each an acrobatics check.
Oh God, I have -1 acrobatics. Oh no, I'm fear. I am fear.
Okay. 20.
Woo!
Strong and resolute, the two of you ascend the first bout of steps with ease.
Climbing!
This is easy. Make your next check.
Oh God, I'm so scared. I don't like this. Oh
All right. Once again, you both hold strong and you move ahead. Next set of checks.
no! Ileana's just like, oh gosh.
All right, here we go.
Push through. Push through.
Mask loses his balance a little bit. Ileana, you are actually, all things considered, you're like the head of a chicken. You don't move as he wobbles below you. But Ileana not wobbling on your shoulders, Masks, doesn't throw you off completely. So after a moment of a misstep, you are able to get your balance back and then continue.
She's like, are you okay?
You're doing great.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
Last check, you two.
Oh no!
As Mask ascends the final steps, Ileana, you lean fully to the left and begin to hang off of him. Mask, Mask, you're holding really strong, so just very casually, while breathing deeply and maintaining your balance, you just reach out, touch Ileana's shoulder, and just casually push her back into an upright position. And you reach the top of the steps, and there is a big old ceramic jug standing in front of you. The ceramic jug is covered in small labyrinthian decals in its glaze. However, the most notable feature about the jug is that there are numerous holes on it and different colored corks in each hole.
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't know what this does.
I don't either. Let's take it.
He kind of like looks at him and then just kind of goes, okay, yeah. You know what? They worked hard to get this jug. They went through the trial. They deserve the jug.
Don't break it.
Give them the jug. Give them the jug.
Give them the jug.
They grabbed the jug.
You grab the jug. What do you want to do with the jug? You grab the jug. Are you holding the jug?
Holding the jug.
All right.
How does the rest of the story go? Do we have to carry the jug like with someone on the shoulder?
There was no jug in the story. It's just the crocodile and the guy. So, are you holding it like Link, Legend of Zelda style above your head?
You know what? Sure.
Okay, great. Then let's start making our checks to descend the stairs.
No, what?
And because you're holding the jug, make these checks with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Can't we just like work together?
Both of to descend the steps. The team while carrying the alchemy jug must make these checks with disadvantage. Yeah. So.
Oh God!
All right.
I don't like this.
I'm just gonna have that happen. Unless something terrible happens, in which case, let's rethink the plan. But fuck it, let's go! Let's
go!
I don't like this plan.
What could
I don't
possibly
like this
go
plan.
wrong?
I don't like this plan.
Roll, Ilyana.
I don't like this plan.
You descend the first set of steps with ease. The next set of steps.
I don't like this plan. Can't we just ask someone to come down here and help us? Oh, here we go again.
Oh boy, here we go!
I told you.
No, you didn't!
I told you!
No, you didn't!
Yes, wonderful. Okay, so the first set of steps, you guys walk down with grace and surety. Like, yeah, you got this. And then the next step, Mask, you know when when one step is like a bit smaller than the previous step, and you don't account for that, so it feels kind of jarring when you step down. Well, this is like that, but a foot difference. So you step and then lose your balance. Ilyana was like, "Yeah!" And then you realize that both of you, before either of you realize it, the both of you are in the air. As the two of you just plummet off the steps. That is currently from your position. Wait, sorry, how tall was the thing again?
30 feet, you said?
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
You descended.
We're dropping 40 feet.
You descended. You were at 40 feet. Now you're at 30 feet. So both of you just fall. You're gonna both take.
Can we protect the jug?
Make an acrobatic check. Not with disadvantage, just an acrobatic check just for the landing.
Okay. Protect the jug. You got the jug. I'm not even gonna roll.
No. You need to still roll because you're two separate falling people. Okay. Cool. So, Mask, you only take 6 points of falling damage because you basically, as you fall, you ended in a roll. Ilyana, there's a moment. It's like a Wile E. Coyote moment. You're in the air. You look down. You look back up, and then you just you fall. You don't hit the ground prone. You don't land on your back. Yeah, you don't, but that doesn't mean you hit it easy. So you do take the full 13 points of damage. But like, it's like this moment where like you hit the ground and you just feel this quiver of pain through your body. But you're just holding the jug wrapped around your arms, safe and sound.
Like you can see the full Ghibli shake that happens in Ilyana as she lands with the jug. Like,
are you sure you're all right?
Are you okay down there?
She could use some healing once we get out.
I could do it now.
Better be behaving.
No, it's fine. We just have a jug.
Wait, a jug? Excuse me?
It is exactly not what you think. It is literally a jug.
No, I believe you. Lucian is going to take a slight step forward and cast Healing Word. Let's see if that's within the 60 feet. Yeah, he's gonna cast Healing Word on him.
I like to think that Lucian's Healing Word is literally like, "You're fine," and then you indeed feel a little bit better.
That is.
You're doing great, word. Sweetie.
You okay?
Basically.
You're
doing great, sweetie.
You just hear a very small thank you.
You heal.
Yeah, Ilyana, you're gonna have shin splints in the morning.
Oh!
Ow.
All right.
Basically, like, as they're walking back, she's kind of like every step. Ow. Ow. Ow.
You know, I could be the one walking if they...
It's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine, she says, going ow, 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 all the way down.
Are you guys still
back on the boat?
Are you guys still in formation, or are you just walking back separately?
Do we have to?
He asks innocently, wondering what you guys want to do.
I don't like that.
I mean, Mask is offering to carry Ilyana since she landed hard.
I mean, is he gonna be able to like climb down and everything too?
Yeah.
Okay, she might like start walking and then walk a couple more feet and go, yeah, okay.
All right. Mask goes over, helps Ileana onto his shoulders.
So with carrying Ileana on your shoulders, you make your way all the way back to the entrance of the shrine.
Ava just stares at them, and then stares at the thing in Ileana's hands. Sure is a jar, I guess.
Yeah. Ileana just does a small, tiny victory thing, and it's like, you can put me down, Mask.
I'm gonna
Mask
roll
puts her down.
history while I'm looking at this here jug.
Okay.
And then as he puts her down, just you still hear a small ow.
Did you need any healing, Mask?
Well,
I can manage quite fine.
it is
From
definitely.
far away, I also have healing spells.
It is definitely old. Definitely an old ceramic jug. Well made. A little too well made. This isn't your domain of preference, Ava, but you get the idea that there might be more to this jug than meets the eye.
Alright, so, might be a special jug, but to be honest, I can't quite tell you, because it looks way nicer than it should for something this old.
We could take some time to rest and identify it once we make camp tonight.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
We are no longer a unit!
You break off the formation.
Well, hey, good job, you two. Wait, you got a jar. Ava offers the jar back. Would you like to carry your jar, Ileana?
She's kind of like, I can.
You don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just thought, you worked so hard for it.
Maybe not right now.
All right. Oh.
What's up,
Okay.
everyone? I made 5 flower crowns.
Oh. Are they for everyone?
Well, yeah, but I didn't have enough time to make any for these people, so.
I mean,
Just
I'll.
say you found
It's
them.
okay, I don't need one. I feel like because she needs shin splints, wouldn't her lower legs be kind of bruised? Oh, you can't see that because boots. Haha. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Boots are a thing.
Can't even worry about it.
I guess we put on flower crowns.
Before we go, would I actually be able to check around the camp and see if anything was left behind when it got abandoned?
Yeah, for sure. Let's have you start in the southern half of it, okay? Because there's a collection of tents down there. There are these 2 larger tents over here, and then a series of smaller tents. Do you want to look through the large tents first or the small tents first?
I'd say just work my way from the southernmost end to the northern, so I guess the smaller tents first.
You pass through the smaller tents, looking around, they're basically ruined. A lot of them have been slashed, whether by claws or weapons, you can't tell. All the canvas of the tents is at a point of disintegration from all the mildew and jungle rot. Those lower tents are in a really bad state. However, there is this burned out shrine down here. You take a look at, kind of like pick through the pieces, and just look around. Make an investigation check. You don't see anything of value in there.
Figured it's all mostly just raised, I guess. Actually, is the shrine completely ruined? Would I maybe be able to tell at least what it was venerating?
Make a religion check. Hard to say with the destruction. Don't identify any religious.
Fair enough. I'll move on. I'll mention to other people that there's a shrine down here, but it's messed up.
It's messed up.
It's messed up.
It's messed up. Oh boy, I'm gonna see how messed up. Oh, damn, that's messed up.
Exactly. You get me.
Oh my god.
So, are you going up to the other two bigger tents?
Yes.
All right. That first one, you begin picking through. Same deal. It is. If there's anything of value in here, it's probably been removed. They are in a better state so far, but that first one you look through has nothing. And look at the second one.
Yep.
Through that one, same deal. Nada.
Darn. I guess the northern tents.
So you pick through the various bits of ruined tents, slowly making your way progressively just more north through the mess. You get up, towards the final layer of tents. Looking around, they're all pretty heavily frayed and rotted through, and as you kind of pick through one of them, you actually do find this pretty badly scuffed up holy symbol. It's a silver holy symbol of a fist, which you recognize as the symbol of Torm. And you kind of look at that and you're like, huh, neat. You want to keep that?
Yeah, somebody might be missing it. Actually, as I was looking through this place, did I see any remains, like bones, skeletons, corpses, etc.? Anything like that?
Not in the tents. You have not checked. There's a couple of latrines over here that you haven't checked out. You're welcome to go check that out, though.
Might as well.
Okay, so you move your way over there. You pick through that. Inside, in the latrine itself, there is a corpse down there.
Nice.
Covered in a, frankly, filthy and ruined-looking suit of scale mail that's absolutely ruined. There's a relatively actually intact warhammer, as well as some kind of pouch that could have been a coin pouch or something else that's strapped to the body.
I'll go through the pouch, see if there's anything identifying, and
okay,
anything,
you crawl down into the latrine. Not a pleasant experience, but it's an experience.
There's a river nearby. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You begin picking through, and you grab the pouch. You look inside. There's actually 5 assorted gemstones in there. Just looking at them, each of these gemstones is probably worth 10 gold. So, nice little payout. Hey, Lucian.
Mm-hmm.
You know that sound that you hear when an arrow is drawn back on a bow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear 8 of those.
Mm-hmm.
As you look up from the bag. And then you look up, and along the 2 ridges, you see 8 short figures with yellowish skin wearing grass skirts and these painted tribal wooden masks, all wielding short bows that are pointed at you, and a 9th one that is just standing on the ridge with a much more fearsome mask wielding a sword, as 9 goblins are currently surrounding you.
Oh shit.
Oh, good.
And you hear that leader one with the fiercer mask go, Yakatubriya! Kuyasabada! All of you hear this.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Eliana starts trying to
I'm
book
gonna
it out.
basically raise my shield and duck sort of under it and try to take shelter behind the corpse and use it as sort of a part meat shield sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Eliana leaps down. Pain keeps going.
Mask looks up at all the masks these people are wearing.
He's like, I want all of them.
I'm taking them.
Eliana's already booking it over. She's like, no.
The goblin that seems to be the leader points a scimitar down at you, Lucian, and then points also back at everyone else in the group. That's 4 of the 8 that are currently trained on Lucian turn to point towards the rest of the group with their drawn arrows. And the leader one barks a couple of things in Goblin, but then says in Common. This leader behind the mask goes, "Surrender the treasure, and you will live."
We don't even know what it is!
Lucian sort of like looks at the pouch, looks up at them, sort of like slowly raises the pouch into the air. Put your bows down, and I'll hand it over.
Make. This is both a persuasion check, but also a deception check. But make
I will hand it over if they put their bows down.
No, I know. Make a persuasion check.
I'm good at those. Smile. Wow, I'm rolling like shit today.
Oh.
The lead goblin says, he's like, "You're not in a position to talk right now." Hand it over!
Alright, I'm letting you know. I'm going to throw this.
Toss it to me!
You. Tossing it. Toss.
Toss it. The lead goblin grabs it, and then like hurriedly like looks through it, and it looks at you. You can't really see its eyes because it's behind the mats, but it goes,
Oh yeah.
"Is that it?"
Yeah, right?
Make a deception check.
That was it!
You found something in the shrine.
We did find a jar.
Oh, I thought he was just referring to this, but
Yep,
okay.
we found the jar.
More so is like, "Is that all you found in the shrine?" And then you're like, "Yeah."
Okay, I thought he was just referring to the
No, yeah, he means no. Okay. Then he points the sword at you and he goes, "You lie!"
He shrugs, he's like, "What? I did nothing else."
Ileana goes, "Hey, listen! We are in this very square! I just almost broke my knees, probably, maybe! I am not going to be able to walk straight for days! You guys have been sitting here just waiting for somebody! That's not fair!"
Life's not fair. Get used to it.
All right, Mask just shoots. Okay, Mask just shoots the guy.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh, damn it!
We will end there.
That's like really silly. I was just like, "Hey, I almost broke my legs."
Right?
Life's not fair, Arrow.
Life's not.
I can't do the Wilhelm scream that well, sorry.
No one can do the Wilhelm scream.
No,
I can do it terribly.
Yeah, that's fair. So, yeah.
Well.
So yeah, good.
Well.
Ended with an ambush. Pretty good time. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see how this ambush goes down. On the next episode of Dungeons and Douchebags Tomb of Annihilation, we will see you all again in 2 weeks. So until then, stay tuned and keep on keeping on and stuff. And don't drink the jungle juice.
Don't drink the jungle juice.
Good night, everybody.